two chapters out of our scriptures. We're going to come out of Luke 16. And then we're going to go over here and take a look at 1 Timothy. The title is Rich Man, Poor Man. So maybe some of us can relate to that. Rich man, poor man. But in our scripture, it tells about a rich man that had everything. He lived the best of things. He had the finer things. But then it tells us about a poor man named Lazarus, who would be at his door begging and eating the crumbs that fell from his table. And it tells me this man had all kinds of sores over his body, and the dog would lick his sores. This morning I come to tell you that there's a lot of people going to go to hell. Rich man, poor man. You see, there are a lot of us that are wealthy. If we look at the news, at athletes, actors, all that are growing up signing these $1 million contracts and everything, musicians. And I kind of wonder when I read this, rich man, poor man, how many people in this world who are millionaires, are they struck it rich and they forgot about where they came from? Can I get a witness? I kind of wondered about this, like the kids that are in school that are playing sports and stuff, and they good enough to get a scholarship, and some of them go on to be in the NFL. I wonder how do they think? What do they do with their money? Can't really say, but I can say on yesterday, by me going about, I don't know if these people are millionaires or it's just Christians getting together feeding people. But I was looking at this scripture here, and I think a lot of people, rich men, should read this, take notice of this. You can have all this wealth, and over in the other chapter it tells us that you can't take it with you. Amen. You got all this wealth, you came into this world with nothing, and when you leave this world, you're going to leave with nothing. But while you got this wealth, why don't you share it? Why don't you help somebody that's less fortunate than you? That's what we need to tell them out there. Wherever you hear this broadcast and you know someone like that, or you've seen someone, it makes me think about the job I work. I can't say he's a Christian. I hope that he is. I do know he go to church, from my understanding. But I'm working for a rich man and I'm a poor man. Amen? And I'm not a begging man. But if you give it, I'll take it. Amen. Praise God. But what we're trying to tell you here is that if you are a rich man, you need to start giving your life to God. You need to stop thinking about your wealth and start helping others. From my understanding, this rich man here, he ain't had God nowhere in his life. But you see, when he died, he didn't go to heaven. He went to hell. And I wonder, and I kind of think this in my mind by me reading this, are there people in hell looking at people up in heaven and wondering, or wanting somebody to come to their rescue? Amen? But it tells me that this rich man asked Abraham, hey, could you send Lazarus to me? Just dip his finger in the water and just let a little bit drop on my tongue. My God, that's a hell of a experience, ain't it? To be in a situation like that. But then, out of all this that this rich man had, listen to this now, he didn't take none of it to heaven or to hell with him. And it says in our scripture, you born with nothing and you will leave here with nothing. Amen? So while you got it, you need to share it. Give something to somebody that don't have what you have. Amen? In other words, don't get the big head about yourself. Little man, big man, middle man. What we're trying to tell you here is, if God bless you with wealth, God is trying to tell you, help somebody that don't have what you have. In other words, feed them. Don't give them leftovers or something that the dog gonna eat. Sit them down at your table. I hate to say it, but I remember when I was growing up, my mother used to clean house. And I used to go with her. Like I told you once before, I probably clean the house better than women can. Because at a young age, when school was out, we didn't have to stay home. We went to work. I got so good, my mother would drop me off at one house and she'd go to another. You see. And I remember when I used to walk through these people's houses, they used to have these nice, fine things. And my mother would bring my lunch, and I would eat my lunch on the back porch. I kind of used to wonder why I got to sit on the back porch. Why I just can't go on the front porch where the sun is, because it's kind of cool back here. But anyway, you can't take it with you. There's nowhere in the Bible where you have seen anyone take anything with them to heaven or hell. Now we know back in some 2,000 years ago, Egyptian kings, when they died, they had this crazy belief that if they buried all their things with them, wherever they went to another part of the land, there's afterlife. But all archaeologists found out when they dug up there, all they found was bones and gold. And none of them dead folk was alive. Amen? But this morning, what I want you to understand is, you come into this world, you can't take nothing back with you. When you die, ain't nothing going in that coffin but you. Or if you're going in the coffin, if you're going to be cremated, ain't nothing going to be burned but you. So, in other words, what we're trying to tell you here this morning, it's time to get right with God. It's time to turn around and put a change in your life. The song I sung, since I met Jesus, there's a change in my life. Yes, there is a change in my life. If I can help you, I'll help you. Because back in the day, I didn't care about nobody but me. You see, it's time to bring about a change in your life, people. It's time to start living for God. It's time to start doing what God said do. The best of your ability. I know we can't do it perfectly. I know we can't do it right all the time. But my thing is, when I wake up in the morning, I ask God, thank you, Lord, for another day. Thank you for this morning. And today, if it's by your will and your grace and mercy, Lord, help me have a good day. Put love and peace in my heart. Let my day be a good day. You see. And after I ask God for that, ask God, bless those, Lord God, in the jail, the hospital, those that are being fed intravenously, those that can't feed themselves. You see. You just can't think about yourself. You got to think about somebody else. Don't just pray for yourself, pray for everybody. Because somebody is worse off than we are. You see, I want you to know that God has a plan in our lives. And we have to live according to what He wants us to do. He wants us to have love, peace in our heart, and spread that love among our brothers and sisters. In other words, you want people to treat you fair. Treat your brother the same way you want to be treated. The same love you have for yourself, show that love to somebody else. Our times in our life when we are in relationships, or we in families come through different type problems where they feel that they're better than someone else. They even get to the point where they tell you, you don't do nothing for me. And that hurts. You see, these are things that God said you should not say. These are things God said you should not do. You see. In other words, we should have love, kindness in our heart for all mankind. Rich man, poor man, give something to the poor man. I know there's a lot of people that had wealth. I don't know whether they look at the color of your skin, or maybe it's just the way they're raised. But they wouldn't do nothing to help you. I know a lot of people are to the point now where there's still a lot of crime going on. People are afraid to let you get close to them. People are to the point where you walk on the sidewalk, you can hear the car door start locking, click, click, click. And it shouldn't be like that. But in this world today, that's the way it is. But that's where we are all in the need of God. In other words, keep asking God for strength. Keep looking to God for understanding. Ask God to help you in whatever struggle you have. He already knows what our problem is. All He's waiting on us to do is to open our mouth and confess and ask Him for help, and He will come in. Amen. This morning I want you to know that you can't take it with you. Wherever you is in that world out there, give something away. That old rocking chair, that rock so good, give it away to somebody. That TV you got in the other room that you don't look at, give it away to somebody. And that little bit of money you got from your tax return, go give somebody a couple $100 that you think is worthy of it. Rich man, poor man. Do something for somebody. I know here in Columbia there have been several occasions during the holidays. I have been there and I have witnessed this. Man giving out $100 bill, but I never got fortunate enough to get one. But some of us out there, we get so crazy. The man giving out the $100 bill, they come across the car, scared the man door, the man didn't come back no more. Sometimes we can run away a blessing. You see, that's the people that need to try to get right with God. You can't take it with you. I'm coming to tell you this morning that you need to get right with God and ask God to help you make a change in your life. Because, ladies and gentlemen, we are living in the last days. Amen? He is coming back.